Hey guys, welcome to our review of Mashin Sentai Kiramager episode 35. As always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos, here without the lower third. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
I can't remember what I did last night.
Nice. Well, we're gonna figure this out step by step. We're gonna have to go to a couple different people along the way. Where did you get that tie, by the way? Yeah, good episode. Very good episode. I had the realization yesterday, like right after we were done watching it, like, oh, we're only on episode 35. I know that everyone is all talking about Zenkaiger and whatnot, but like, I'm happy hanging out here and just having fun every week. And this was just another one. And like it's always fun to go outside the norm a little bit and just tell a story in a different way, even though, you know, it's a tried and true I guess story or just way to progress the episode, but I thought it was fun for Kiramager.
Yeah, like it was kind of predictable, but kind of not. And I think they kind of like balanced, like at least the structure was like there. Like the structure was predictable, but whatever was happening was just like a blast. I think that like I've always kind of like hated Mabushina, but this episode like definitely like this is definitely your best episode.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Oh my god.
This was really, really good.
She cannot stop headbutting people for the life of her. It's incredible.
Yeah. They just kind of like took like all of her quirks and just kind of like elevated it, and like this whole trope of a drunk person, they probably couldn't do it as well with like the human actors, but like when they have it with Mabushina, like they can go like an extra like couple of steps with her, and like they really just like use it, you know, like all that dirt on her face, like her just like having like all that blush and stuff, like it looked a lot better too. So that was just that was something. And like the villains were just like in on it the entire time too. Like I don't even remember like who the quote antagonist was or villain. Like it was just like them all kind of helping Mabushina sort out her hangover.
Yeah, I love that even Yodana was like, look, here's what happened. And then when they run to go get her, and they're just like, we'll get you next time. And then they just take off, and she's like, all right, I'll rob the ice cream vendor, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it was kind of like what Alex was saying, at least for me. Like we knew how we were going to get from place to place, like the plot devices we would use to get there, but discovering what had happened each time, it felt fresh, and it was fun to like not know and just go through that with them. So I don't know, it was just a fun journey all the way through.
Yeah. It's an instance where like we've seen this a few times throughout Kiramager, but when they decide to do weird and funny, they go all in, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Even though there's nothing of like substantial plot heaviness.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's still just, it's not an episode I would skip if I were to ever rewatch Kiramager. It's one that I definitely look forward to rewatching at some point.
And like I the only thing character wise, oh man, I can really grab from this episode potentially is maybe a little bit of bitterness from Mabushina for Takemichi still leaving off and doing everything because he still has not found that last stone yet.
I love that she called him out on that. It's like the writers were like, oh shit, that was a storyline we'd set up.
Yeah, that's really it. Honestly, like for as much as we are singing its praises, it wasn't like a big consequential episode.
But
so
it didn't
no,
need to
no,
be.
it didn't.
Yeah.
But that did not stop you guys from leaving your comments, because there were quite a few. Did you guys want to head into those?
Sure.
I will just say I like that magazine scans for like, hey, look, Maggiello's in this episode. He was in it for 30 seconds, got knocked out and mugged. Also, while looking it up, I found out Garz is voiced by Beat J Stagg. So
way.
hey, reuniting the the gold and silver of Go Busters.
That's awesome. All right.
Nice.
So the first comment comes from K. John. Hilarious episode, but I also think it possibly set up two things. One, Mabashina is ridiculously strong. After all, her parents are powerful warriors, so I expect to see her fight at the front line at some point toward the end of the show. She's also a rock, by the way, so I don't know if that has anything to do with her power level.
Okay, that reminded me, just like that beginning scene of like when she broke the table.
there were too many special effects for that. That looked too good.
That explosion was beautiful. And you could just see, oh my god, I forgot his name. Like the leader at the base over there, it's like his heart just like sinking. Just like, oh god.
And then
Oof.
2, Yodana liking ice cream reminds me of Ankh from O's. LOL. They are definitely setting up for Yodana to gain more human emotions. The question is, will it be enough to make her switch side or not? Good to see Matsumoto Hiroya. Shame he didn't have any scenes with Nakamura Yuichi, Garza / BJ Stagg. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Indeed.
I forgot what Garza was even doing this episode.
He was trying to kill the go-kart.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
He thought
he saved the day.
Yeah. He thought Simba was in there, so Scar decided to try to break it. Alright, next comment comes from Dustin Smith, who says, it's a hole-in-one! First of all, yeah, it was her being drunk and not her crushing on that ice cream man like I thought it looked like from the trailers. I'm mistaken that for her blushing not being drunk. This episode was pretty funny watching Mabu's Sheena messed stuff up and sound like a crackhead Oompa Loompa. Especially when she pulled out the shiny breaker and started drilling holes all over the park. And then she took the Marsk into Takamichi's mech. Those parts in this episode were quite hilarious, especially with the reactions from the villains to this. That was definitely the cherry on this cheese sundae. What? What is that expression? I've never heard cherry on the cheese sundae.
I'm just thinking of like a cheesecake sundae.
That's
like
cheese
cheesecake
was
ice
on
cream.
The first line, and I was like, okay, cheesecake or something. No, cheese sundae. Golf Marsk, first golf-themed Sentai villain, and for somebody that has fond memories of golfing with his grandmother back when me and my sister would go to her place to stay for a week when our mom and dad were gone on trips. This was quite a treat. In one my own Power Rangers series I'm working on, Power Rangers Animal Guardians, an animal themed series. One of the monsters of the week of that series was a golf themed one. The name I gave him was Golfer Gus, but he had golf ball bombs that he would swing at the Rangers, and he could also use his golf club as a weapon. But Golf Marsk reminds me a bit of Billiard Shadow from Tokuger, with the people acting as the balls without, of course, the visual representation of homosexual butt sex? What's happening?
Okay, first off, I'm surprised you remember that fucking villain from Tokuger. That it was so long ago. Second, I like the villain. I think like when Jiro like kills him at the very end, it was just like a very touching moment. You know, like he got the little hole in his head and he's like, got me. Boom.
Oh, dude, that explosion was incredible. Like, they were far enough away and they were like, you know what? We're just gonna do a really big one. Like, we gotta get everyone as far away as possible and, like, frame it. Alright, cool. Boom! They were like, doing some construction on that rock quarry. That was, like, a real explosion.
Yeah.
I lost my place. This is a very big comment.
It's okay.
Also, his destruction was a nice homage to Go Ranger. Rangers would defeat the Black Cross members with passing ball to each ranger before sending it at the enemy. Anyways, it was great to see the first golf-themed Sentai villain, but I'm not sure where he got Caddy, his female Bachat helper, from. Mashin Sentai Kiramager has been a phenomenal series. I'm definitely going to be searching for DVD box sets of this series on eBay once it's concluded. Next week it looks like Mashins might split up with the Kiramagers. Oh no, and Juru and Crunchyroll have a rap battle for... Well, alright.
Yes.
Thank you, Dustin Smith, for the comment. Next up is Andy L., who says, Kudo to Mabushina actress, pouring water on herself and acting crazy drunk. The whole episode is just batshit crazy, and comedy can't ask for more, so I can sit through the whole superhero time. Was a good episode. Alright, and then Dustin Smith once again says, just talking about his Power Rangers Animal Guardian. So if you would like to read that, it's all right there. Anyways, I believe that's it. Are we all good on this episode?
I'm ready to rip on Saber. Let's go.
Hell yeah! Let's rip Saber a new one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to hear more from us each week, tell us in the comments down below what you thought about this. No, what you thought about our thoughts about your thoughts about
you.
Yes. And also, while you're down there, there are still links to how you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement by donating money, signing petitions, and watching videos. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep it. Oh, it's backwards.
Juicy.
Bye.
Ugh.
That was a comment.
That was intense. That was a lot of
Hey guys,
to do.
sorry for next week. If you start posting your fanfics, we probably won't read your comment.
Yeah, that too.